second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running into the open space. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Second down coming up. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Handoff to the single running back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
There he goes. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And playing defense now in college football, you have to be ready for motions. And wide receivers are becoming more and more part of the game plan of getting them the football, letting them be running backs. You see it even in the NFL some too. Great job by the defense. They were ready for it. They were aware. Now the offense maybe use that as a decoy in the future.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to Johnson. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Got it, looking for the first down. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Trying to, ball is free. The ball bounces out of bounds, and they can't get it done on fourth. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll leave it with him. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Running to Green. Breaks into the open. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
and just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the wideout. Back to the ground with the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Back to throw, it's Manning. Under fire. Runs through a tackle. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the punishment has been extended. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get. Gets a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams and the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Moving away from pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Hard-hitting tackle.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a third and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on third down.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Washington is trailing right now, but I'm old enough to remember the 2001 season where UW won the Rose Bowl and nearly won a title. If that group could find a way, there's hope for this team. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Ohio State. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Quarterback may change this route. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
The Cornhuskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. This time they'll go to the running game. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Slings it downfield. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got it behind the line. It's on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Second and 10, he'll throw again. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. The throw to the outside is complete. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Quarterback adapting. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
From the gun. Buying some time as he moves left. Got his man. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the...